Previously on Survivor, 16 new castaways were stranded in the Beartooth Mountains in the middle of bear country. They were divided into two tribes.
High schoolers versus collegiates.
And the rivalry began immediately.
Pretty much kind of got this. I mean, some of them kind of look loopy.
To be in college is a whole new level, and they're not going to be able to compete with us.
At the BUA camp of high schoolers, Kellen made himself the #1 target.
Kellen is definitely a tricky one.
Kellen's already gone up to at least 3 different people and said he's going to take them to the final 2.
I hope he's out first.
That's a threat right there. We do not want that in the camp.
Exactly.
And Connor and Tyson made an alliance to the end.
Us two, the final 2. Okay, alright. Sounds good.
At the collegiate Dakaake camp, the tribe worked harmoniously and put game talk on the back burner.
We all really like each other for right now.
At the first immunity challenge, it was a close finish with Dakaake coming out on top.
Dakaake wins it!
I'm glad we don't have to vote anyone out.
Back at BUA, Connor and Tyson approached Cassidy and Michaela to make a 4-way alliance and discussed whom should go.
The first idea we had was to get rid of Kellen because he's such a snake and we just don't want him. He's like a cancer. Now after looking at the challenge, Kellen, he pulled his weight a lot. He's pretty strong and we could use another strong hand in camp, especially in challenges to keep the numbers strong.
And at Tribal Council, Kellen and his closest ally Maddie voted for Cassidy, but the Alliance of 4, along with Sigrid and Jillian, sent Maddie packing.
The tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go.
15 are left. Who will be voted out next?
I think Tribal Council went really well. We all got who we wanted out, which was Maddie.
I mean, it was really suspenseful and like everyone knew who was going out except for Maddie and Kellen, which made it more suspenseful.
Well, that really sucked. Maddie and I were in a really big alliance. I told her I would take her to the end, but obviously that wasn't the whole idea of the tribe. I wish someone would have told me too, because since I voted for Cassie, I needed to at least have some idea of what the other people are doing, and that just tells me that other people are here to play the game too, and that they can connive and do the same thing that I can. You understand why she had to go though, right?
It was tough.
Yeah.
Because she was the weakest.
Sorry that she's part of your alliance. It's just,
Oh, well, the vote off went as planned. I was happy about it. And the cool thing is Kellen's not taking it that hard, and you know we could use another guy, a strong guy in the camp. So if Kellen has to stay another round just so we can win challenges, I'd be more than willing to vote off someone like Jillian, who just kind of doesn't really get the game, to be honest. I mean, she kind of just flounders around, and she's basically your typical follower.
why can't someone tell me things? I don't understand. And hopefully my secret alliance with Sigrid will stay strong and we can get to the merge.
Since Maddie and Kellen had an alliance till the end, that it's time to get out Kellen. But I also do think he is very strong. So if we have any more challenges like the one we had today, he could definitely help us.
We haven't gone to tribal. Nobody's really too worried right now, but as the afternoon goes on, maybe.
We don't need to even think about voting people off right now. We're doing well. Woo.
So there's going down. Well, so Alex, Sarah, and I have had an alliance since like the very beginning of the game, and we talked to Jen to see originally if she wanted to do a girl alliance, knowing full well that we also had Alex too. So she's in on that. Caitlin was not interested at all. And so she's become a little bit of a danger since we did like open up about that. It's so about it right now. Well, I know. I was just gonna say, what if Caitlin tells?
Well, she's going to, and Jen and I have already talked about that, and we're gonna say Caitlin first because she's just stirring the pot.
Because they just walked out together, and I saw her look back.
I know
at us.
Well, just while we were building our shelter, there was some talk about, oh, the boys are trying to strategize already against the girls. But I'm just, and so maybe I need to keep being more aware probably, but I just don't want to like jump into an alliance and into a strategy when we don't know anything for sure.
She totally bailed on the girl alliance like first thing. I was like, yeah, let's do girl alliance, and she's like, and I said something about maybe voting him off, and she's like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. And then she went straight to him and told him so.
I know that Caitlin talked to Simon. That was pretty obvious when they walked off.
I said we vote her off first, and Jen and I have already talked about that.
So. I think that's a good idea. They're coming back for something.
Shandy's in on the key home.
Okay, cool. So we have the four of us, and then we talked to Zach, and he's in too. So I feel like we have a pretty strong 5-person alliance right now.
You want me to lower it?
Yep.
I got it.
Alright, Caitlin, you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. Aim is key in your next immunity game. Speed and accuracy are one and the same. Sink the ball before the other tribe succeeds, or become the next victim that tribal council needs.
Ah, sink the ball. Okay, well it's speed too, so it sounds like we might be running.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember that? Yeah.
Get our running shoes.
Or not. I'm ready to take on the next challenge, and if we could get into tribal council again, I'm probably gonna have to let Kellen go. It smells like hay. Oh no. Okay. Aim is key in your next immunity game. Speed and accuracy are one and the same. Sink the ball before the other tribe succeeds, or become the next victim that tribal council needs.
I'm thinking handball. It's gonna be handball or basketball or something.
Endurance of running.
Yeah.
So we're running again.
Like you'll probably have to sprint out to get a ball, and then someone will have to throw it at something.
Someone has like a goal. So who's the best at basketball?
Who wants to
I am.
throw? Sigrid will be the thrower.
Sigrid will be the thrower.
Yeah, Sigrid,
No, not a thrower.
What?
I can't throw. I can shoot. I can't.
Oh yeah, that's what we're saying. You're gonna shoot.
You play basketball.
We're gonna win this next challenge because the college kids, they're weaker than us, which is saying something. Which, you know, whatever. We got this.
Okay, we would own handball. Dude, we would totally call.
Yeah, we would.
No joke.
Alright, line on up. Dakaake getting your first look at the new Bua tribe. Maddie, first person put out of Survivor, Beartooth Mountains. Alright, first things first, Dakaake, I need to get the immunity idol back from you. Thank you, Zach. Immunity is back up for grabs. In addition, you're also playing for a small reward. What did you guys get for food out here, Jennifer? Some beans, good. Some bread. Not a lot. This reward is to help you enhance the food that you're going to have at your camp for the rest of the game. Let's see here. We have some more canned food for you here. We have some tomato stuff, some ravioli. We have a jar of Nutella. Oh! We have some raisins. We have some olives.
Yes.
And we have some more ravioli.
Oh!
This is how the challenge works. In front of you is a large large bucket and a ball. There are 7 stations marked by wood. It's going to be the objective of you to have all 7 tribe members get their ball into the bucket. You'll send out a member who will run up to the first spot, throw the ball in. If they make it in, then they retrieve the ball, run it back to the line. Next person goes out and starts at line 2. That person can then sit down there out of the challenge. Once the second person makes the ball, they bring it back to the next, they go across the line and sit down. Next person goes to the 3rd spot. So it's going to get increasingly harder and harder and harder, okay? Now if that first person's up there and struggling and they want to wait and switch out, you can do that. Make sure you just run back before you switch out. The first tribe to have all 7 tribe members make a ball into the bucket wins reward and wins immunity. Alright, now Dakaake, you have 8 members, which means you need to sit 1 person out. Keep in mind you cannot sit out the same person in back-to-back challenges. So I'll give you guys a minute to figure out who that's going to be and we'll get started. Survivors ready? Go! 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 Yeah! Nutella! Do it for the ravioli!
Sandy!
Wow! Oh, got it!
You go!
Throw it underhand. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Go, keep going. If you see it's going, you have to start with it. Shandy!
Oh, so close! Shandy, you got it!
Tyson.
You got this!
Right, go. Definitely until it hits the ground. Make sure you're not running until it hits the ground, Tyson. Go. Go down for 3. Come on, Tyson. Nice. Oh, so close. Come on. Oh, yeah! Oh my gosh! Throw it hard to the right.
Throw it towards Darren.
Almost. There's like... Come on, Sigrid. Tomato soup! Ravioli! Raisins!
Alright, you got it, Simon! Let's go!
Go left.
You got it, Sarah. Good job, Sarah.
Connor here. Job well done. Congratulations, Boo, on your first immunity win. Unfortunately, Dakaake, you're going to get your first taste of tribal council. You guys can head back to camp.
I felt that my comment was needed. As I said, Dakaake was their tribal name, and I stand by that. I mean, physically, they have nothing on us, which is sad because they're college kids. Do you think they'd be working out every day? But apparently, they are garbage.
That was pretty cool because now we have food. We have more food to have to eat and all that crap.
So Connor, you want to eat all of the bread right now, and then we'll ravioli later?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I'll chuck
We'll do that.
We'll get the rest of the stuff.
Everything's been established already. So.
Oh, Colin, you're so. I was super excited when we won, just because I felt like everyone was kind of planning to get someone out, and so just having this immunity, we don't have to worry about voting anybody out. I'm just excited because we're just eating food. Food is good, so I'm excited.
Oh, the food's great, and we won, and that's good. We're gonna win again.
Yeah, woo! I get too excited.
Okay, I hope no one cares that this was used on a tree.
We all worked our butts off for that. We all knew that we needed to step up a game so we wouldn't get eliminated, because that's basically why we eliminated Maddie. So I think we all noticed, and we all stepped up our game. I think us and the college team or tribe is not gonna get along that well. After what Connor said, I think it's gonna heat up.
Connor's comment was pretty funny. It was kind of, I don't know, it was totally called for, but at least now the college kids have realized that they have competition, and us high schoolers, they can't just blow over us.
Okay, so
After that, the college people, oh boy, that was funny. Calling them that was pretty good.
Clearly, I don't like them. I don't think they like us very much. Clearly, they don't now.
I kind of feel with them being our rivals now, it's gonna definitely suck having to merge with them, because when we go to merge, they're gonna immediately want to vote all of us out.
Laffy, put him in the plane. Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta get my sleeping bag.
I think if we get any physical challenges, it's going to be a hard time for us. Okay.
So the challenge didn't go quite as well as we had hoped.
And I felt like we did a really good job, all of us, and it kind of came down to a little bit of luck on the other team's part, and probably the fact that they're still taking PE in school.
that's interesting.
And you need to eat, alright.
The youthful high schoolers just maybe had a little advantage, but I think we're coming back. I don't think this is it for Dakaake.
We had a bunch of close ones our last three. They were all so close, but the other team got really lucky at the end then, because their guy was shooting it for a really long time without getting anywhere. So it was just luck. It was all luck. But I really wanted that Nutella.
We're kind of avoiding actually talking. As we were walking back, Simon was like, so should we start some conspiracy, or should we just see who wants to go home? Because we're all just getting along really well, and yeah, so I don't know. I don't want to go home, but I don't want to conspire against people, against one person and single them out, but I know that's part of the game. So I don't know.
Wait, will you say what you just said? I missed it. About staying awake before you do what? It's just kind of stupid. Everyone's standing around kind of shooting and so I'm just like, I wonder, since I'm the last one here, if they're all talking about me now.
Caitlin, she did a really great job in the challenge, but I think that she's going to be dangerous overall.
Thinking maybe Drew might be a better bet to send home, just because, I don't know, I think Caitlin performed pretty strongly in the challenge, so it might be nice to have her around for a while.
I'm a little disappointed in how some of our team members did. I think Simon and Drew could have stepped up a little bit more. They were up first and they really kind of floundered. a little bit for the team, you got to go, and you're not doing the work for the team, and you're making it more of a competition. So you got to get out of there.
So I think I know who I'm going to vote out. It's just because I talked to Simon, and he knows, because I don't really have a preference who to vote out between a few people. So I guess I'm sort of with an alliance with Simon, of course, because I want Simon to be on the team at the end. She's among a few people I was thinking of, but he said she was, I don't know, I won't say anything, but we want to vote her out, and I'm going with Simon because he has a reason and I don't have any reason. And I want him on my team, so there we go.
Not too sure who I'm planning to vote for. I might need to talk with them a bit, but see how it all goes. Hope it's not me.
Welcome, Dakaake, to your first tribal council. Sarah, how does it feel to lose to the younger high schoolers and be sitting at tribal council?
They left out, I think, is what amounted to.
Alright, let's back up to when the game first started, you guys found out the twist. Shandy, what was your reaction to the twist of high schoolers versus collegiates?
Well, you know, I didn't pick up on it at first because everyone here looks a little bit young to me, so... which is a compliment.
Thank you.
But, you know, I think we have an advantage. I think it works in our favor, so it's all good.
So what went wrong today then, Alex?
They practice that game in PE every week, and we don't. So that's what I think really helped them out. So.
Okay, now let's switch to the other side of Survivor. One half is survival, challenges, and the other half of the game is the strategy, who you're going to eliminate. What goes through your mind when you have to make a vote? What goes through your mind when you decide on who you're going to vote for?
I have no idea. I really, like Jennifer was saying, our tribe has gelled really well. So I guess I'll just have to take into account being super nitpicky because everyone's pulled their own way. It's not like, oh, someone's the weak link. There really isn't a weak link right now. So I think I'll just have to make a decision somehow.
What are you basing your vote on, Drew?
I don't know, it's so tough. I still don't quite know.
Okay, and lastly, Zach, you're the youngest one of these collegiate kids. Do you think that comes into play at all? That you're kind of on the borderline?
Well, I don't really want to say it, but I do know a lot of how the younger kids are thinking because I was just there a couple months ago.
You were in PE a few months ago.
Well, yeah, of course.
We sat him out.
I'm sorry. But, you know, I like hanging out with all these kids. They're pretty chill.
All right. One by one, you will walk to the voting confessional behind you. You will write down on a piece of paper the person who you are voting for, fold it in half, put it in the urn, come back, sit down, the next person will go. All right? Jennifer, you're up. All right, Dakaake. Once the votes have been read, the decision is final. That person will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Drew. Second vote, Jen. That's 1 vote Drew, 1 vote Jen. Caitlin. That's 1 vote Caitlin, 1 vote Drew, 1 vote Jen. Jen. That's 2 votes Jen, 1 vote Caitlin, 1 vote Drew. Caitlin. That's 2 votes Caitlin, 2 votes Jen, 1 vote Drew. Caitlin. That's 3 votes Caitlin, 2 votes Jen, 1 vote Drew. Second person vote out of Survivor, Beartooth Mountains. Caitlin, I'm going to ask you to bring me your torch. Caitlin, you try to smoke it. Just walk out this way. Do I give us? Should I leave this here? You can leave this here. You can walk out this way, and we'll confine you to the tree.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Caitlin.
You guys can grab your torches and head back to camp. Next time on Survivor, paranoia hits Dakaake.
Their alliance, which they obviously have, that I'm not in because they all voted for the same person, and so I asked them, why did you guys vote for Caitlin? And they refused to talk about it.
Shandy brainstorms new strategies.
A really good strategy for the next challenge would be for our whole team to show up in just our shoes and nothing else.
And Michaela gets crazy.
I was gonna say, I'm so pissed off, but I'm not. I understand. I loved hanging out with you guys. I was surprised. I didn't want to leave. I love being out here. But yeah, I kind of knew this going in. That Survivor's just not really my game. I'm not big into this manipulative strategy. Not that you have to be. I think that this tribe can totally win without being manipulative, without lying. Somehow, I think it can happen. So I wish you guys the best. I also wish Bua the best because I think they might be underestimated because they can do stuff. Yeah, it was good. And thank you, Paul and everyone who works on this.